what we're going to do today. Yesterday's stream was freaking great. We had some good chats and talked about a potential morality system in the game. And it was lots of fun, lots of ideas. And yeah, we didn't really do much, but lots of good plans and ideas for the stream and the game. And even a plan to add a dialogue channel to the Discord, which we'll put somewhere here. And we had a little discussion how that could work. So we'll do a bit of that today. I'll show you guys what I've got in mind. Oh my goodness, and look who's here as well. We're just talking about you, Careless Rex. Oh no. It was meant to be a secret. Holy moly, so many raindrops. LOL. You need, what did it say? You need 0 more to grow into a nothing. Oh no, you're the top rank. Oh my goodness. I mean, thinking about the whole currency thing, guys. I don't know if you've heard. I'm going to just mention this now because it's related to what we're talking about. But Twitch are like introducing a channel points thing. I mean, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to make use of that yet or stick with the Streamlabs currency. I'll make my decision when it comes out and see all the features. But if I ever do decide to switch over to channel points instead, I'll probably do a sort of Hall of Fame thing. So the people that got the most raindrops will be in this like little Google Doc or something, and it'll have all your points that you earned. Because I want you guys to, like, you know, remember those raindrops that you got. But we'll see, because I don't know if I want to switch yet. It totally depends on what it's like. It might suck, but if it's better and it's got a lot to offer, then I will be tempted to switch. And oh my goodness, I'm behind with chat. Hey guys, Rex, how you doing? Sorry I missed your stream last 2 days. Plans gone in the way. Yeah, True Baldy was partying like an absolute party animal, weren't you, True Baldy? I'm just a pleb. We're all plebs, Juice. I'm a massive pleb. Have you heard that bird is the word? What's that? I've heard people talk about that. Is it a meme binary? I'm so behind with internet culture. I don't know anything. I live under a rock, I do. And Akira's nearly in the top 40. True Bold is already in the top 300. That's insane, True Bold. You've only been like in the stream for a week. Holy butch, you're in the stream for a week and you're in the top... What the hell? I'm confused. Is that like completely balked? Because that doesn't seem right. You literally have to be in the stream for about 6 months to be in the top. I don't know. Maybe that's a glitch. The points of Twitch include more things related with emotes and things like that. I've heard so, but I also have heard that you can be creative with the channel points and add your own kind of rewards as well. There's potential to make use of that sort of thing depending on how flexible they are with it, with the type of stream we've got going here with the game and the whole. So we'll say it's still in beta at the moment, so who knows, they could like really add some cool stuff. I definitely like the idea of having the currency be more integrated in the stream rather than on the bot, but like I say, I'm still unsure. Yeah, I'd make that decision when the time comes, and I just want you guys to know that you raindrops will have a Hall of Fame for you guys. Have a leaderboard of the top 500 or something, or maybe just the top. We'll say. I don't know how many. We'll say. And if I appear somewhere, I go strong. Yay! It's an annoying song. It's good you don't know. Yeah, I don't listen to annoying songs. I've got a great taste in music. I'm very proud about that. Oh, in the top 100 nearly binary. Drop it all in a spreadsheet. Yeah, I will be doing that. And what I'll do, I'll put it in my panel. I'll have like a little panel saying Hall of Fame and a link to you guys. So forever be remembered. If we do switch to the channel points, that is. Because it's unfortunate because Streamlabs currency probably won't be able to like be switched over or transferred with the Twitch points, because I don't think they'd do that, because it's a entirely different program and thing. But it would be cool if they did. Hope I've not missed any chats. Channel points are lit. You can buy emails for channel temporarily. Yeah, that's something that's definitely cool about it. But I think I'd like it even more if they'd added even more than that. I want to see more interesting features, but I'm sure there will be, because it's only in beta. So there'll be more, I'm sure. I think I give some my way to the top. Maybe that's what happened then. Maybe if you give sub, it gives you more points. But I'm sure I haven't enabled something like that. But who knows? Maybe that's the case. Interesting. Interesting. Because it hasn't given you more raindrops, but it's made you go in the top 300. So that's quite interesting. Okay, guys. So as I was saying, we was discussing a morality system in the game, because if you don't know, I mean, I'm going to make a website eventually. I'm going to explain all the game's features on the website, so I don't have to always keep repeating myself every single stream. But our hero in the game, we have a custom hero in our RPG game. You can decide entirely what they look like, from the complexion of their skin colour, their hair, even if they have a beard. And you can also choose between warrior and hunter for their class. And they're a silent hero as well. They don't talk in the game. The only way they can communicate is through dialogue choice options. A bit like Bethesda games. Skyrim and Fallout 3 are 2 examples of exactly how our protagonist will be similar to. And we were doing the dialogue yesterday of the first main quest, and we were just discussing like how to make it interesting, and instead of having like a good or evil system, because I'm very kind of skeptical about the whole good and evil thing. I think things aren't that black and white, so we're gonna go for probably more of a virtue system, where like the 3 main ones we thought of were compassion, bravery and wisdom. So depending on how you respond with the choices and dialogue, you will either gain points or lose points in those 3 categories. That's basically the gist of it. So you'll be able to shape your custom hero and how they are as a person, and how you end up will completely affect the game for you. Like certain quests might not be unlockable if you're a certain personality. Others might, only be open to you if you're a certain personality. And NPCs will also react to you differently and speak to you differently. And even items you get in quests could be different based on what you're like. So I thought that was quite an interesting thing to talk about, and it does definitely add a bit of complexity, and it'll be more time consuming to do that when it comes to dialogue, but I think it'd be totally worth it, because it just adds a replayability factor to the game, and it's just interesting. That's what makes an RPG and more in depth, in my opinion, for sure. What are you using to make your game? It says in the title engine RPG Maker MV. I've actually edited the title now. Before it just says RPG Maker MV in it, but now I've put engine : in front, or program : in front. I didn't know what to use out of engine and program, and I think I put program. Really, I think people will, hopefully that question stops getting asked now, because it tends to get asked about 10 times a stream, it feels like, which is understandable, because people are going to want to know what engine I'm using for sure. It's going to be a common question, so I'm hoping that at least that makes it clearer now. Can't read, don't worry, some people probably aren't going to read the title, but I'm hoping it just helps somewhat and lets people know what software it is. But it's a great piece of software. I think if you're intrigued, definitely Google it, and there's a website on it and stuff, and It's really good, especially if you don't have much coding knowledge, if you're newer to game dev and you want to definitely make an RPG, if you want the RPG to be the game that you want to make, that is the perfect software. If you want to make another type of genre of game, maybe it's not ideal, but it's great for RPGs, old school RPG style anyway. I read but didn't notice, yay. Okay guys, I was actually having a Google. Chrome keeps refreshing today, it's weird. And Google needs dark mode. How is this? Is it actually a thing yet? Well, my eyes. Moral system. So I think there's a few, like I've just had a little look. And it seemed like such things do exist. Because it would be a commonly requested thing, because everybody loves this sort of thing. I know I do, but I don't know how in depth their moral system would go. I mean, we don't necessarily even need a plugin for a moral system. It could all happen. Could just easily do it with variables and it all would work behind the scenes. But if we do want it to be visual and available in the menu to see what we are, we would need a plugin then. It would all depend on how it will work, whether. So we'll definitely be making those sorts of decisions in the near future. We've been focusing a lot more on dialogue this week, and touching a bit on the skills as well. I think that's probably what it's going to be like for the next couple of weeks. But I'm excited, guys. I'm excited because things are sort of... It's feeling like a proper game now, rather than just the start of a game that hasn't been built yet. Yeah, Fable's another one that uses it, but I didn't really play much of Fable, so I don't really know how it works much. But I'm going to look for a good plugin for this over the weekend, because I have a 3-day weekend now, and obviously I'll probably have a bit of time where I chill and relax, but I do like to at least work on the game a little bit on my days off. Thank you for the follow, Copper Beardy. What a cool name. I take it you have a beard. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so there's a lot to read there, so I'll probably just put that away for now. And yeah, I'll look for some plugins over the weekend, and anything that looks interesting I will show you guys on Monday's stream next week. Welcome to the Discord, Alita. I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Okay. So let's get RPG Maker up, refresh ourselves on what we did yesterday. And if anyone else wants to join the Discord, we have some awesome channels, from a creative work channel to an adorable pets channel, selfie channel, game discussion channel, eventing sort of real life channel, general chat channel. We got it all in our Discord. I am Thankshin. Yes, I have a ginger beard. Awesome. That's the perfect name for you then. Welcome to the stream. It's good to meet you. I hope you're having a fantastic week, Copper. Okay, so yeah, we were doing the dialogue. Here she is, and we've like put a little comment there to show how much, because this particular quest is going to be kind of compassion focused. The decisions you make in the quest, you will either gain compassion or lose compassion depending on your actions and dialogue choices. And it's a very, very short dialogue sequence. Like, it'll be over in probably a minute. It's not very long, but you'll have the opportunity to make two choices in this short dialogue sequence. We've gone as far as pushing her in the lake. So if you want to be an uncompassionate asshole, you will lose -5 compassion if you do that. Things like actions, you will lose more, and just like horrible like dialogue things that you might say, you'll just lose 1 or 2 points, but actions are definitely more or worse. So if you do something bad to a person, you'll lose more compassion. If you like do something bad to a group of people, like a whole village, and murder them, then you might even lose 10 or 20 compassion points. So that's kind of the gist of it. Should probably change my name to Going Bald and then Getting Fat then. No, I'm sure you're fine, Binary. What would that mean? I changed mine to. Hope you're doing well, Rose. Gonna alert while I play games. Hi, Gamer Dash. Have you changed your name, Gamer Dash? I swear I remember there being a number at the end of your name. How are you doing now? It's so good to see you, and thank you for the lurk, and I hope you enjoy your games. I'm already bald and work hard on the fat part. Kill everyone. Well, that'll be up to you. I mean, there's the good thing about what we're planning is that you can do whatever you want in this game. It's going to work very much like, you know, your Mass Effect, your Fallouts, your Skyrims. Skyrim had a good and evil thing, didn't it? I can't even remember now. But I know that Mass Effect and Fable and did for sure, and Fallout. I took out the number and the underscore to clean up my username a bit. Awesome. What I'm going to have to do then is all the raindrops you got on your old username, I'll have to move to your new one, because you've probably gone to 0 now if you've changed your name. So I'll have to remember to do that for sure for your Gamer Dash. But it looks really cool. It looks awesome. I'm glad that Gamer Dash was available as a name for you. I'm going to burp again. It's pretty cool that nobody else has took it, I have to say. Okay, so yeah, you basically get the option of either being really honest and a super nice person about why you're coming on the quest, or you've got the option to push her into the lake if you want to be horrible. And then there's just an extra little dialogue choice that can affect your compassion as well. This is pretty much specialised in compassion, but other quests will be more focused on bravery or wisdom. Some will be a bit of both. A bit of them all, but the dialogue is basically done. I think there's a couple of things I've got to change, but I'm planning on getting this first draft written up in a dialogue Discord channel, and there'll be the option for people to submit ideas like from that draft, like to make something more funny or witty, or even just some more interesting to read, basically. And if I feel it's an improvement on what I've written, I will change it and update it, and we'll have that'll be a good way to do it. I think we had a discussion about it in chat yesterday, and we agreed that could be pretty cool, because some people had some ideas for how they could alter the some of the text, because I'm pretty much going to be quite basic with the dialogue. I'll try to think of something good to say, but you know, I'm just one person, and I am not the wittiest person in the world, so sometimes I think that might be why a dialogue idea channel might come in handy for that. So what I'd probably do is just pop it in the dialogue idea channel and leave it there over the week, or maybe just a couple of days, and then see if anyone said anything. And sometimes nobody might, maybe nobody's got any ideas for improvement, but I like putting it there anyway in case somebody has, and if nobody does, it will stay as it is. TY, hope your game is coming along well. Yeah, it is, Gamer Dash. It's a lot of fun at the moment. I mean, we've got a long way to go till episode 1 comes to a standard of releasing it, but you know, we just work on it a day at a time, and see. We always there's always something new added, and and over time, you know, it'll be awesome. But episode 1, I originally said by stream 100, I'd like to think about releasing it then, but I'm probably going to go back on that and say it's not going to be done by stream 100, especially now I'm doing 4 streams a week. We're going to get to stream 100 quite fast. So, and we'll probably still be, you know, nowhere near release of episode 1, but who knows? Maybe we surprise ourselves. We'll see when the time comes. But I'd like to say I'd get the website up and running by stream 100 for sure. We'll we'll see what things are like when we get to stream 100. Be good to like compare and be like, we've come this far now compared to this particular stream today. I mean, I was looking through my YouTube videos yesterday. I was like watching stream 4 or 5, and I was like, I can't believe how far we've come. We hadn't even done any of the Everbloom Forest at that point. We like, all we had was Lakefall and a few NPCs in Lakefall. And I did Lakefall, the village, before stream 1. I actually did Lakefall before we even started stream 1. I remember now, because if you look at the very first stream 1 of Raindrop Chronicles, it begins in Lightfall, and I've already designed the whole area because I did it off stream. But we've still come a long way. Have Rex do it. Have him do what, the website. Oh well, I actually can make websites better than Rex, believe it or not. I'm lying. Maybe Rex can do websites fine, but I make websites. So I've made my dad's website, and so I can do. I'm not unsure if I want to get a host or anything like that though. That's the thing, because it can get quite pricey if I'm going to have a special domain and host. But we'll see, because I want to, because the problem with, you know, website builders, it's pretty basic. It's pretty basic, and there's sometimes advertising on there, and I'm not sure if I want that on our Raindrop Chronicles website. But we'll see what's available. I kind of want it to not have to cost anything for now. Hello, Rose and chat. Hi, Silent. How are you doing? Good to see you today. She can. I've never made a website. She needs to make my website. Yeah, maybe I should, Rex. Maybe I should start doing website commissions. The only reason I don't do any art or design or website commissions is because I would probably get overwhelmed, and especially now I've made my stream schedule busier and we're working on Raindrop Chronicles. This has kind of become my project now. I've put all other projects on a back seat for the time being, but for Rex, he's an important person, so he'd get priority. What would your website be, Careless Rex? carelessrex.com. Yeah, I mean, has anyone got any ideas for Raindrop Chronicles website? What is something you think would be awesome to have on the website? Because I definitely want feedback from you guys. I basically want the website to be something that if a brand new person who'd never heard of my stream before or the game came in chat, they would click on the website and they'd instantly know everything about what the stream is, what the game's like. All they'd have to do is click a few links and read, and it would all be there. I just want to really make it perfect and show it off to its full potential. So that'll be the goal for before stream 100, instead of releasing episode 1 before stream 100, because the fact is, you know, we'd probably still, I think we'll be finished with Everbloom Forest by stream 100 for sure. We'll probably be on to the next area of the game by then. But I don't know about finishing episode 1 by stream 100. Maybe stream 200. We'll see. Because there's going to be 1,000 streams plus of this. Oh my goodness. I'm really making this like it. I am ambitious about this though. This is a long-term thing, guys. It's gonna last a long time. Like one of those portfolio style websites. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the one I'm used to using is WordPress. The WordPress where you can actually host your own website, not the blog WordPress. But you know, the hosting. I had my own website once with what I used to do before I was a streamer, and it was like I was paying like, you know, over 10 quid a month for it, and it does add up, and then I had to cancel the domain and everything, and I don't know if I want to go back to having a host, but at the same time, something like subs can pay for that. My Twitch, part of my Twitch revenue can go onto something like a hosted website and domain. I think like it'll be worth it if there's no good free options. We'll see. Just need to do something with it. Oh, you've got it already. That's awesome, Rex. What sort of things do you think you'd put on your website? Like clips, videos and stuff? Not self-promo, but recently finished mine for my game. Well, that kind of is self-promo, Bear. But yeah, Bear, we do have a creative work channel on our Discord. No one has to feel forced to join the Discord. It's completely optional. But if you do have a game or anything you want to show off that's yours, that you've created, that you're proud of and you want people to see, we have a creative work channel, and I like to see people's work for sure in games. It's been interesting meeting so many creative people that come in these streams. Hi Rubson, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. But I'll have a look at that actually, Bear. I'll copy and paste. I'll copy and paste your link, and I'll use that as an example, because I think looking at other game websites for sure can help inspire and see how they set things up and do it. Yeah, clips and videos and such. Awesome. Well, we can chat about it for sure. I mean, I can teach you how to make a website, Rex. It's really not that hard. For sure. All you need is a little bit of knowledge, just a bit, and then once you've got it, it's not difficult at all. But I can help for sure. But you can make merch store. You could host it there. Yeah, that's a good idea as well, Rex. Doing some merchandise. Yay! Hi, Pooh. Mine's totally WordPress. Just get a good theme in your set. Yeah, that's basically what I do. It's literally just knowing how to get your head around WordPress, and it's probably the best one to use because it's very flexible and you've got a lot of freedom with how you can have it look. Okay, so what should we do for a dialogue then, guys? Let's get one sec, because I've got some notes on my secret Discord. I'm going to go on there now, but you're not allowed to see the secret Discord because it is my notes. And they're very embarrassing. Okay. I think we've actually kind of done the dialogue, thinking about it. It was only this one I wasn't sure about. Don't know if we need overbearing, but just brother. But this is why I want to make the Discord ideas channel, because right, this is basically 100% what I've decided dialogue wise, and we're going to do a Discord channel now, and I'm going to show you guys. We're going to talk about what my plans are with this channel, and we discussed it briefly on stream yesterday. So what we're going to do, instead of me just screenshotting all of this, because it's all a bunch of like nonsense, you can't make sense of the dialogue in this because there's stuff like this here. All these weird, because the reason why we've got this here in front of the text is to make it a little pop-up text box, basically a pop-up above the character, and it just visually looks so much better, and you have to put that piece of script in to make it work. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually get this presented better, and it'll be worth it because we'll potentially get some good witty dialogue. Dialogue's important to me in this game. I want a good story. It's going to be bloody bonkers, this game is, but I want it to be good and funny and entertaining. And I'm not going to be able to do that alone. I can try my best and give it a good shot, but it would be so cool for the community to get involved as well with ideas. And I suppose it would be easy to just say, okay guys, how can we improve this dialogue right now? And I could just ask here on stream. But I also want people who aren't currently in the stream to get the chance to have their say as well. And it'll be a little bit more organised if we handle it on Discord as well. Welcome to my website, Kappa. I'm going to shock you all. It's going to be an amazing website and you're all going to be proud of me. But it's not going to happen overnight or over a week. So that's what I'm going to say. Before Stream 100, we'll get that website up and running. That can be the goals. And I think it'll be so much better to have that rather than just a bunch of separate Google Doc pages. For sure. Okay, so let's get Photoshop open. So I'm hoping this isn't going to take too long to do. I'm hoping it'll be a 10-minute job. So we'll see. We'll time ourselves. So it's hot. Is it 3:30 p.m. now? Okay, so I'm gonna use this as a template. Right, Photoshop. Here you are. We're always proud of the thank you, Val. Thank you very much. Story's going to be very tough because I imagine that most people have an idea of what the entire story is going to be and have some sort of rough timeline to reference. Yeah, I agree. So like a community project is bloody challenging because you have to make sure everything doesn't turn into chaos. Yeah, it's all going to be very organised, and I'm going to try my best to make sure it's organised and we keep things on track. And this is why the Instagram page idea, I mean, let's get it up. This is why I thought of the Instagram idea just as the most easiest way to let people know about the story. Like, imagine when we've got like 80 of these posts, for example, and someone new comes to the stream and they're like, so what's the game about? Then I'll be like, have a look at our Instagram. This is the easiest way to read the story. You know what I mean? And when we get a website, all of it can all be posted on there too, or we could even do it in written text form. Maybe we'll have the option of both. But for now, I think this seems like the best way to do it. And as for the dialogue as well, I mean, this is why it's going to just be ideas and suggestions. I don't necessarily have to be like, okay, we got to do that now because that was suggested. If it doesn't fit, I'll be like, maybe not. But you know, we'll see. We could get some super witty, awesome ideas. I mean, I remember that conversation we had the once about Carol the Barrel, like. Just Carol the Barrel's dialogue in general that you came up with, Silent, and I think Rex did as well. And I would have never been able to come up with that myself, but you know what I mean? So hearing feedback from the community for stuff like that is going to be quite good and awesome. Those chapter pages would make good Twitter teaser posts to get people interested. Yeah, you think, Copper? I need to use the Raindrop Chronicles Twitter more because I kind of said that what was going to be on the Instagram would be exclusive to Instagram, but to be honest, it would probably be good to put it on the Twitter as well. The Twitter does have like other stuff, but I haven't yet posted these. But I probably should for sure. It's a good idea. Afternoon, Rise. Hi, Az, how are you doing today? Look at that adorable monkey emote. Guys, I have so many emotes now that have been sub-gifted to me. It's insane. Like, have you found that, guys? Like, I haven't even been lurking in someone's channel and I've had it come up. I've had a sub-gift from someone and I've not even been in the stream. I got sub-gifted the other day to a streamer I didn't even follow that I've never heard of in my life. So, pretty cool, I have to say. I've got so many cute, adorable emotes now. Okie doke. So, right, let's get Photoshop back up. So, what I'm planning to do, I'm going to use the chapter templates that we use on Instagram as just, you know, the template for this. And let's just probably have to make the text a bit smaller. So, basically, problem is when we get larger dialogue trees and conversations, this could be a time-consuming task to do. But I wonder if there's a way to get this copied and pasted easier. Have to research into that. But for now, this is a super short dialogue conversation, so it's not going to take too long. But this is going to be a test more than anything to see how the idea of a dialogue channel in Discord will work, because this is going to get posted into the Discord, and some of you might not have a clue what I'm doing at the moment, but this I'm going to be showing you. I'll show you exactly what I've got in mind. But we did discuss it in stream yesterday. Like, we just had like me and 2 other people who were really helpful, actually, who were new to the stream, and gave me some ideas about the morality system that we could have. Said that this would be cool as well to do. Okay, so this is literally a copy and paste job from RPG Maker, and like I said, I could screenshot that. Where is it? It's gone. I could screenshot that, but it just looks a mess and it'll confuse people. So we're gonna have it look we're gonna present it and make it look at least a little bit easier to read on the eyes. But none of this is going to get posted on Instagram or anything, by the way. This is literally just for our Discord channel. It's going to work quite kind of similar to the poll sort of submission thing we have, but it's going to be for dialogue submissions instead. Hi Kiki, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's good to meet you. Doing well. Oh goodness, we have shoulders on stream again. We do ours. Oh no, I'm going to get banned. Show my shoulders. How could I? Yeah, I was gifted a sub yesterday for a channel I haven't been on in months. Yeah, these days you don't even have to be lurking. It's awesome. Rex, can you please unsubscribe from this channel so I can gift you a sub? LOL, never. Oh, bless you, true bolding, Rex. Me and Rex kind of said that we're both sub to each other's channels forever. We made a deal, but I'm gonna win. I'm gonna end up beating you as a sub one day, Rex. You're gonna unsub from me, and I'm gonna stay sub to you, and I'll win. Similar to Fable's good and evil system, I assume. Yeah, we did. It was so fun yesterday's stream, guys. Like, if you're curious, look at the VOD. But we literally rambled on about the morality system and how we could have it work, and it's gonna be better than. It's not just good and evil, because I don't like to put things in the evil bracket, because somebody who's a little bit rebellious or cold-hearted or isn't necessarily evil, they're just an asshole, personally. But it's like there's a scale, isn't there, I suppose. But yeah, I definitely see it as more of a sort of virtue system rather than a good or evil. So we've got, yeah, compassion, bravery and wisdom are the 3 we've got so far. So you'll fall somewhere on those 3. Oh my goodness gracious me. True Baldy. Tier 3? Wow. Can we have some hype for True Baldy? I don't even know what to say right now. Thank you. You get special exclusive emotes that not many other people have, True Baldy. Let's get them up. Oh my goodness me. So True Baldy, you get those emotes now. Rose Raw Bear and Rose Raw Love. Rose Raw Love used to be a tier 1 emote back in the day. Back in the early days of when I was a little streamer, before I did the bats. Oh, thank you for the hype, guys. Best love story on Twitch. Ah, thank you, True Baldy. I super appreciate the support you give both me and Rex. You're super awesome person, super generous. Thank you very much. I need to get me some of that super emotes, yeah. And thank you so much for the hype, guys. Appreciate it. My goodness. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm gonna be a bit like taken aback for the rest of the stream now. Okay, guys, so back to Photoshop. So these are 2 choices. And we can't use asterisks in RPG Maker because I haven't made an asterisk symbol in the font. What's better, guys, brackets or asterisks for actions? What do you reckon? Because one of the dialogue options is to push the little girl in the lake. It's evil, I know, but you know, we're gonna have, that's what this game's gonna be. You've got the option to be an asshole. But so it's either brackets or asterisks, and I can't make my mind up by which one represents an action better. Because people usually do asterisks, don't they, to represent actions. Brackets, Rex says. Val says, oh, you say square brackets. So this is why I wish we had a poll, guys. Like, Twitch are bringing out integrated polls this month, apparently. This, like, you know, be perfect to just put up a quick poll and get it all voted on and decided on. And I think it'll be really handy for this stream to have polls, just for, like, really quick questions. Because I know we got the poll thing on the Discord, but I prefer using polls on the Discord for more important things that are like really like important to the game. But for little, you know, quick things, it'd be great for that. And yeah, so you'll have to put in chat, guys. That's the only way we can do it at the moment. For actions, asterisks, like circle brackets or square brackets. What do you reckon, guys? Because I don't know what to have for pushing like here. I honestly don't know. It could be either of them. I don't know which one works best. With tier 3 emotes from you and Rex, my collection of the ultimate emotes is complete. Yay! Thank you so much. And you've still got that turquoise present thing by you now, which looks fabulous, I have to say. Asterisk bracket, it seems like very split. This is where we need to poll, because I'll never know. As long as you're consistent, it shouldn't really matter, and that's true. That's definitely true, Val. As long as people, really, I just want people to understand that it's an action and not get confused. That's the main thing. I just thought Rose used the a-hole word. I did. I used the a-hole word about 10 times in yesterday's stream because we were talking about the custom hero being an asshole and like having the morality system and being an asshole in the game. Who here, I'm very curious, who here would go for the sort of evil asshole type of hero if you played this game, or would you go for a good guy? Or would you just go with what your heart tells you? You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, that's me. I just go with what my heart tells me. And if I end up an asshole, maybe that's how I am. Thank you for the follow, Drac. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Do a spin the wheel. Oh my goodness. That would be a fun thing to have on the stream. What things would we have on the wheel? If we had to spin the wheel. Language, Rose, language. LOL. Captain America would not appreciate that. Yeah. What's the worst swear word I've ever said on stream, guys? I'm actually curious now. Pooter, that's it. That's the worst one. If I play a game, I play the opposite of me. So I play an angel. You play an angel also. I always play good because I don't have it in me to be evil. And I was saying yesterday how even like pushing in the lake, I just couldn't comprehend it. I was like, guys, we can't push her in the lake. She's a little girl. That's horrible. And then I was like, actually, we kind of have to have the option to do things like that if we want to go for the morality system route. But I just can't comprehend it because I'm so good in games. Will the characters have any inner monologues? Reason I ask is I would expect brackets or to be used for that. That's true, actually, Azrael. which kind of makes me think we should use asterisks for actions then and keep brackets for inner monologues, because there is a high chance that could happen. You know, I'm not going to rule it out. We don't have any yet, but yeah. We don't have an asterisk symbol in the font yet, but I can easily make that. It's not a problem. So we'll just have that for now. And now the rest of the dialogue. Like I said, we haven't got much dialogue. But the challenging thing to do is how we're going to make this look good and present it well. Because it all involves branching and... My goodness, guys, part of me thinks we should just use some website that is like a flow chart for this, because it's going to be hard to do like a branching conversation as like, you know, as this. Because that goes here. But people are going to get confused. So hang on a minute, guys. I'm going to look for a website. I know that there's plenty of these sort of things because I've used them before. Gotta just pick the best one and the easiest one. Because I can't be bothered to make flowcharts on Photoshop. Forget that. I just want a website that automatically has them there for me. Draw I is good for flow start. Oh, thank you, Azrael. Oh my goodness, I'm very grateful to have you guys, because I'd be here for an hour looking for something good otherwise. And yeah, we kind of like taking a back seat from doing the actual in-game development at the moment because we're fussing about this, but I think it'll be well worth it because we could potentially get some good dialogue ideas if we pop this image in the community once it's done in the Discord. And okay, so authorize. I'll get this website up for you in a sec, guys. I just want to make sure I'm signed in first. Because I don't want you seeing my password. That would be terrible. My work is almost done for today. See you later. Bye bye. Take care, True Bolting. I hope the rest of the holiday in Germany goes awesomely. And thank you again for that tier 3 sub. My bloody goodness. Thank you. Is that Final Fantasy 14 music? It is, Val. The playlist I've had on in the last few streams has been all Final Fantasy 14. It's like a 6-hour long playlist of Final Fantasy 14 tracks. Set with about 75 tracks from the game on it. You can export as an image from there. Awesome. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Right, create new diagram. We'll call it main quest 1 A. Sometimes I don't know what to call things. There we go. It's making me pick a bunch of folders at the moment. Okay, so this is what we've got. Let's get the site up. Is there a dark mode for this website? If not, no worries. But I just know that dark could be easier on people's eyes sometimes. I don't mind light mode if like there's a mixture of greys in with it, but sometimes something that's completely white could be quite harsh on the eyes. But it's probably not got a dark mode, has it? Rosie's password for everything. Rex's best streamer on Twitch. What happened to me? You got it. How did you guess my password, True Bolting? No. Okay. Right, how am I going to do this? We'll use squares, I think. I think landscape's going to work better, though, for flowcharts. And here's me trying to figure out how to do this. Because it's on portrait. Oh, here we go. Easy. Background. Can we do it? Can we make it black? Can we make the background black? Or grey? I don't necessarily care about the grid. Funny enough, when I got bored to repeat password resets, I work started using ones where users have to type that I'm the hero or save their lives. IT is fun sometimes. LOL, that's funny, Azriel. My goodness, Az, you've nearly got the 500 raindrops, and you've already filled in your character sheet, haven't you? Okay, so let's see if we can, if this is gonna work. Like I said, this is an experimentation. We don't even know if the dialogue channel is gonna be a hit or anything yet. I could put this up and no one might even have any suggestions, but that's why we're experimenting, just to see how it goes. Oh, arrow. Okay, so I'll get better at this as I use it more. So yeah, this is the first piece of dialogue the little sister says, and then it leads to two choices. You can, as the hero, you can either be nice and honest about why you're here, or you can be an asshole and push you in the lake. And I'd say that most choices, when we get them, we'll either get 2 or 3, most times, just for simplicity, really. Because I don't think people really like to be given too many choices. It can be a bit overwhelming in a game. Usually I see either 2 or 3. Maybe 4 sometimes at most. What do you guys reckon should be the absolute max of choices we give people? I think for the first one, I think these 2 probably. I mean, when we put it in the dialogue channel, this is where you guys can say, you might say, actually, it might be better to have one of the choices be this instead. This is what the dialogue ideas channel is going to be for, so you can challenge this flow chart of mine and be like, no, actually no, say this will be funnier, because I'm going to treat this as a first draft. You see, the best conversations and stories and dialogue are, have been like drafted a few times. And like I said, I want this game to be good and entertaining, so I'm going to work together on it. Yeah, that was filled in a while ago, and since then I've written up some interesting backstory, more for myself than anything. Is it's all good practice. Awesome. 3 or 4 at most, I would say. Yeah. So yeah, 2, and sometimes we'll get 3, and on rare occasions we'll get 4. No, the arrow's black. Can we make it thicker? Can we? Can we have a thick arrow, please? We might not be able to. Oh, we can. There we go. We want it to be clear and visible. I'm probably going to put in brackets the compassion points that we gain and lose as well, but we'll do all that at the end. We'll get the tree here first. Have we only got this little tiny page to work on and that's it. We need a huge page. Otherwise, what on earth are we gonna do when we have a huge dialogue tree? Okay, this is it, I think. Oh no, it's portrait again. That's unusual. The portrait's the landscape and the landscape's the portrait. Interesting. Okay, so like I said, this isn't the longest dialogue sequence, but it's a small one. It's going to be small compared to some conversations in the game. And to be honest, in the future, what I'm probably going to do when we write dialogue is actually do this flowchart before we do this in RPG Maker. So like all this that's in RPG Maker that I put in yesterday, I'd rather do that at the end once we've got the final draft decided, just to make things easier on myself. So it could definitely be more presentable and easier to do this sort of thing first. Okay, because I'll admit it's quite challenging to be there with an RPG event box open and have to just think from scratch what to write as dialogue. It's not really the most effective approach to writing, so not in my opinion anyway. Because my mind was banged yesterday and the day before, but now we're doing it this way. It's better. Nah, I don't like making a new one because it have to do the font all over again. So really what I like to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy and paste a few and then I can just replace the dialogue with them. It's easier. Huh? It's made it small. No, stop it. Please keep the format. You'll save me time. It kept it when I did that. Don't be a butt face. I keep forgetting where the zoom button is. Not used to this, Where's the zoom? I can't see it. No, that's not it. Oh my gosh. This is what it's like when you're not learning a new program. Hi Coda, how you doing? Do I have blonde hair? Are you colourblind, Coda? Sorry, that's a bit rude. Sorry, that just made me laugh because I'm obviously not blonde. Hi Kung, how are you doing? I finally filled out the character sheet. Yay, Kung, we'll make your characters next week then. That'll be awesome. I'm excited. Good job, Kung. How are you doing? How's your week going? Silent shocked. I'm feeling a bit hyper at the moment, guys. I apologise if I act out of character. I can't even find the zoom button. I'm getting like really confused because I was using it just. $24 points. We'll stick to that as consistency. Little sister. What on earth? There's a zoom. I found it at last. What is besides not together? It's not even letting me put it together. See, it seems like copying and pasting isn't really working well, so it's definitely going to be better just to write it like this. He works for me. It's mine. Yeah, copy and pasting is a butt face. What's Kung's character? Yeah, feel free to chat about your character, Kung, if you want. Because they can't see the sheets. Only me can see them. I'm shocked because King hit 500 raindrops around the same time. Yeah, you did. Kung's been thinking about a character then. She had a few questions to ask me as well about it. And I've said there's no rush, guys. Even if you hit the 500, you don't have to. You don't have to rush. You can do it whenever you want. Took me some time. Yay. It's fun seeing you guys talk about your characters. So if anyone's curious what I'm doing, guys, today, it's a writing dialogue stream. I'm now labelling the titles with what the stream's going to be about each time. Even though we tend to mix it up and work on different things, whatever's in the title will kind of be the main thing that we're focusing on, of the stream. So it's about dialogue. We've kind of been talking about that this week mainly. We've discussed the idea of a morality system in the game as well. And what I'm doing is a sort of flow chart that it's the easiest way to do the dialogue, because there's a lot of branching paths and choices in our dialogue that we're going to have. So this, once it's done, it'll get posted on Discord. I'm going to make a dialogue idea channel. This is all the first draft. Leave it open for a couple of days, and you guys can just like suggest ideas to make a line more witty, or more entertaining, or even grammar. If I've got the grammar wrong for any grammar pros, you can correct that as well, because I'm a human being. I'm going to mess up sometimes. So I'll leave that open for a couple of days, and say if nobody's suggested anything, and I'll take it as everyone's happy with it, and then we'll go ahead with that as the final dialogue, basically, and I'll get it put into RPG Maker, and it'll be a finished conversation then. So I think for now we'll see how this approach works. Hopefully it'll work well. Yeah, but I thought it could be a random character, so the place you could meet them would be random. Forest dweller, potentially meet them early on. Yeah, it's pretty cool because Kung's character's going to be hanging about in the forest, so it's like that kind of Easter egg secret character, which is really exciting. And sometimes you have to search for her and stuff, and she'll probably be in the Everbloom forest, no doubt. She'll be in all the foresty areas. She'll probably say something interesting, or give you a different quest in each forest that she's in. Could be in the first forest, but just as well be later on. She's going to be in every single forest, but some places she might be harder to find than others. I wonder where she'll be in the Everbloom forest. I wonder what she'll say. Okay, so this one will continue from this particular line of dialogue. The pushing in lake option will actually have no dialogue. It'll involve just a little animation where she gets pushed, and then the scream will happen and the hero will walk into the cabin, and that's how this branch will end as well, but you'll just have missed all the dialogue. So that's kind of the basic plan. So, but the thing is, when she comes out the lake, she'll be so mad at you if you pushed her in the lake. You'll make her your enemy. The game will have 17 unique forest stages. Yes, and who knows? I mean, this, like I said, We're on stream 38 today, are we? Does it say stream 38? The goal is 1,000 streams, guys. That's the goal. 1,000 streams. Once we hit 1,000 streams, I'll know I've really succeeded. But you know, this is the only thing I do on Twitch now, and I'm very, very passionate about it, and it's gonna go on a long while, so we'll see. There's there's going to be a lot of opportunities to create lots of different types of dungeons and lots of different forests. We even discussed a few streams ago about the possibility of a mirrored version of the Everbloom Forest, one that's just darker and more creepy. So that would be quite interesting too. This will be so cool. Yay! I can't feel my leg. The real Pink Trass, welcome. How are you doing? Have you got pins and needles? Okay. So there's not much dialogue left. Let's have a look. I think there's about 4 left. So I think this, yeah, we get 2 more dialogue options at this point. Hang on, I forgot what I said now. My apologies, you're clearly capable of looking after yourself. Yeah, that's it. And I think this particular line of dialogue I'm not sure about. I'd quite like someone to suggest something better, but we'll see. It's not too bad, I suppose. It could, who knows? Who knows? I can be a bit of a perfectionist. And then the other option's the really mean one. Well, it isn't super mean or anything, but it is a bit of an asshole response. Do you guys know what a sprog is? I love the word sprog. It's nearly as good as the word pooter. If I could, it'd probably feel like leg. That's so random. I like it. Okay, there we go. A sprog is the past tense of sprig, yeah? Go Google it if you don't know what it means, guys. Define it in Google. You learn something new every day. Is it I don't know if it's a British slang or term, but this game made by a British person, so. But like I said, this is why we can have the Ideas Dialogue channel, because someone might say, actually, I think so-and-so word is better than sprog, or I think it's better to say that instead of this, and I don't always have to say yeah and be a yes person to every dialogue suggestion that gets said, but if there's anything that I think, yeah, hell yeah, that's really good, makes it way better, then I will be obviously changing it to that. A child, a military recruit or chat trainee. Yeah, it's a child. What do you call a grouping of sprogs? Sprog does sound like pig as well, though. It does sound like pig. And I like pigs. I don't know why it sounds like pig. I'm weird. What's a sprig? Maybe it's because sprig sounds like pig, that's why. A murderer's sprogs would be accurate. Is it actually? That does sound like it would work. It fits anyway. Okay, so what other dialogue have we still got? Yeah, we've got 2 more. 2 more, and then we're done. See, this is quite a short one. Some of these dialogue charts we're going to do might be super long, but this is a fairly short one. Piglig dig. Oh, you can tame pigs in Cube World and have one as a pet. Really? Can we play it right now, please? Well, I hadn't read it at the time, Rex, but now I've read it and I am excited. Pigs are super cute. Game. What's it called? And spoilers. What's the story based on? This game or Cube World? Well, if you mean this game, guys, I've got some commands that you can read. We have a link tree and there's an FAQ page that answers most questions. We have a Twitter, we have an Instagram. Long-term plan, next couple of months before the end of the year, is for me to make a website. I'd love to have a website so all you new peeps can find out about the game in the easiest way. So that's the long-term plan, but for now we have a link tree and everything's kind of on there right now. Yeah, challenging to do, but we can make it our mission to get you a pig. I'm sure we can do it. Yay! I love pigs, they're my favourite, but I love all animals. Okay, so all the dialogue's up now. This is the plan of what we were doing, but I'm going to just make a few things a little bit clearer to people before we submit it on the Discord, because there's a few things we've got to add just for some context. Just need to use a different maybe use a circle for this one, or I don't know actually. Don't know if circle's the best one to use for this particular thing, but what did we put in RPG Maker? Scream. I'm being a fuss pot with presentation again. I don't want the arrows going over boxes. No, thank you. No, that looks messy. Stop it. This is the hard bit. Something like that, maybe. When is the release? We don't have a release, guys. This game is improvised as we go along. Like in the style of a D&D campaign, I guess. But it will be released episodically. As episodes. So you don't have to wait for a full game or anything. Once we've got a few hours playtime done, it'll be likely episode 1 will be released then. And it's got to wait. Episode 1 will have to end at an awesome sort of cliffhanger point as well to get people excited for the next episode. Update log for race class dark idea. Glenn have had a huge variety of ideas in it. Was impressed. Right now, not going to work on it and just watch the stream. Oh, Glenn had some ideas, Akira. And that's awesome too. And for sure, it's amazing that you're even doing that, Doc. And definitely don't feel you have to do it all the time. Just do it whenever you want, Akira. It's totally good. Like I said, so a lot of those classes and that, you know, they're not going to be added to the game until a long time anyway. It's the warrior, the hunter, and the vampire that are the priority for now, for sure. I would get 2 episodes done before the first release and only release the first one. I definitely want to release episode 1 before the second, just so we can get some hype around it. Because then once episode 1's out, people will come into the stream who've played episode 1 that might have not even heard of the game before, and it will excite them if we're like working on the episode 2 content at that point. Whereas if we was working on episode 3 content, yeah, well, they'd get spoiled as well because they'd see all the spoilers for episode 3 if they've not played episode 2, if you know what I mean. Okay. Well, this isn't nearly done. It's just a few little. So I think hopefully that's kind of clear. I might make that a little bit bigger. Oh no, it looks a bit. I don't know if we need italics. I don't like italics. They're fugly. If you stream the content, isn't all of it basically spoiled already? No, but my point is that if episode 1 has been released and people have played that and we're working on episode 3 stuff, I'm getting confused now. I know what I meant. No. You're trying to boggle my brain, kinda. Okay. I wanted to put compassion points as well, so we need a little bit of extra room here. This will add, I think we said +1 compassion. And we'll give that another colour, green. Ooh, that green's a bit bright. I'm mainly talking about people that haven't been to the streams before and played the game and then come to the streams because they played the game. But yeah, generally you are right. If you come to the streams, you will get spoilt. Make it so the story's not defined at all and auto-generated. Well, it would be a terrible story, wouldn't it then? Yeah. Hi Elite. By the way, I didn't actually realise that was you because your name's the same colour as Coda. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. We're doing a flow chart of the dialogue, by the way, and it's going to get posted on the dialogue ideas channel that we discussed. Just so it's presented well, because I could have like just took a screenshot of that, but it looks like a big fat mess. So we're doing it this way instead. And in the future, before I put any dialogue in RPG Maker, I'll do this first. This is kind of going to be the way I write dialogue from now on, just because it's easier. And then once it's all been confirmed, it's been put in Discord, and we've agreed with what's going to be said, that's when we'll put it in RPG Maker right at the end. Hello. Yeah, Kung being welcoming and awesome. Okay, so 1 compassion point. Minus a 5 for this one. We'll give this a red colour. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it was +1. And in the dialogue idea chat, when people can say if they think something deserves less or more compassion points too. And like I said, I'm going to write a little description of the channel when we do it, which will be in a moment. So I'll put all the rules in there and stuff. Switch over to my computer. Yay for computer. Yay. I hope you're having a good day, Elite. I hope your Thursday's treating you well. -2. And I think it's all up now. I think that's all we need. Can we move this up a little bit? No, it looks like... Yeah, that's the best place, just because the arrows look a bit tidier there. We got a manky arrow here. Zoom in and fix that. Are you not behaving yourself, Mr. Arrow? I'm going to delete you and do you again. What are you? What was that? Weird arrow coming off there that shouldn't have been there. Oh, stop it. It's not behaving. There we go. This is silly. Guys, you're seeing what a perfectionist I am now. I want to make sure it looks good. And that we don't have arrows. Okay, it looks perfect now. Look perfect now, right? Well, it's not perfect, but it'll have to do. The best that we're going to do, I think, anyway. Push her in. Coda is going to go for the real asshole option. He's going to push her in the lake. It's going to be some dire consequences to being a meanie in the game. You'll see. Well, that arrow on the left looks weird too. Holy crap, what's happened there? It wasn't like that before. It's a good job you pointed it out, because I wouldn't have noticed, you know. I'd have let that stay the same. There we go. That's better. Good so far. Just got out the shower, about to do some little things around the house before I sit down and start working. Yeah, I'm glad it's been good. It's been good for me. I'm having a fun stream. Meat box is the same size. Hi Ray, how you doing? Yeah, the boxes are all a bit of a weird size, I have to say. I guess there comes a point we can't be too fussy, because we'd be here until next week doing this. But you know, as long as it looks presentable, which I think we're at a good point now. How does it look without the grid? I don't know if I like it being super black, so. What's everybody's favourite font? Good old Georgia. I do like Helvetica, but I think Helvetica looks better on like header type of fonts, as if like for headers and stuff, larger text. But for longer text, I prefer Georgia or something of that style. Yeah, it'll change now anyway. Don't know why that extra bit appeared then. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm like suddenly well behind in chat. What's going on? I'm confused. I feel like I looked at chat a second ago and I knew what was going on, and I'm well behind now. The one going to push her in the lake, yeah. It's done anyway. But I wanted to mention a previous comment. Don't think the story's going to be all that spoiled for me, since I, and I assume many others as well, can't spend 100% on streams focusing on exactly what is going on. Yeah, exactly, son. So there will be some surprises for people, because not everyone's going to be active in the streams every single day, you know. Some people might be. Some people might really want to focus on what's going on. Some people might want to look at the Instagram and know what's happening in the story. This is our Instagram. Some people might want to be up on it, and that's totally fine. Like, just do whatever you want, guys. If you want to not be spoiled, then don't pay attention to the dialogue streams. But if you want to, then if you want to get involved, then get involved in that. Totally up to you guys. And hi Chris, how's it going? It's good to see you again. You never know, this might be the most crucial part. All of it's crucial. Pushed her in the lake, you know, that's got deadly consequences later on in the game, Coda. There is a lake, there is indeed. She's going to be standing in the lake, and I'll have to do an animation. I'll have to pull that off somehow, a cutscene of pushing her in the lake. I can't talk, I couldn't say the word push properly then. For me, it's fun to play through a game, even if it's been spoiled. The ownership aspect of my playthrough, yeah. And I think this is a community game, and I'm streaming it, so obviously spoilers are going to be everywhere. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It's going to be fun anyway, and some people won't be spoiled. Some people who have never heard of the project before won't get spoiled, and it'll be fun how they find it too. Comic Sans. Comic Sans is underrated, guys. Come on, it's a great font. I'm trolling. It's not terrible though. It's just become a meme now. The actor playing the game to fill other blanks of the parts I missed during the development will be extraordinary fun. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Silent. You like Webdings, Rex? That's my favourite font of all of them. It's there's lots of pretty symbols. Meanwhile, I try to follow as much as I can, but then there is in real life. Exactly, there's in real life, guys, in all your own projects and work. Gothic lead, yeah. I don't even know that font. Serif fonts are easy to read in blocks than sans serif, yeah. That's why I changed it to Georgia. So I think hopefully you guys agree that that's better. I hope so anyway, because I think it's better. It doesn't even matter. It's no blooming big deal. This isn't part of the game. This is just, you know, for us to be able to read the dialogue and suggest things together. So what the plan is now, guys, I'm going to just catch up with chat first before we carry on. Spam chat to confuse. No, because then you'll get timed out and banned. Put humans in the same room, they will spend hours on fonts. Yeah. For sure. Biggest mistake I made in my life is downloading, installing over 1,000 fonts on my computer. Oh my goodness, I bet you took forever to decide, Silent, what to have your fonts be. The irony of having a character built around lies, yet everything about is totally in the open. Yeah, I know. She's like a con woman, Silent's character is. But we're all going to know everything because it's all going to be streamed. We'll know all the spoilers. And thank you for the follow, Coda. I appreciate that. Hi, Space. Very welcome to the stream. Sorry if I took forever to say hi. I've just been catching up with chat because I was really behind on it. So, I've caught up now. Welcome, it's good to meet you. You made a prologue game with a body. That sounds cool. And Coda, if you join the Discord, you're welcome to share the game you made in our creative work channel. I like to see what you guys have done. And I'll just put the link to the Discord up. We've got a creative work channel for you guys. Because I know a lot of you are creators yourself. Devs, artists, etc. Writers, if you've got writing you want to post, you can put that in as well. And music as well. Silent Lost does music. We've got a range of creatives here. What year is it? Never got to making the full game. No worries. I mean, I know that because I've been in that position myself. I had a colleague that I was making a game with and we didn't finish it either back in 2015. It's a bit inappropriate. Is it hentai? It's okay. Like if it's not safe for work, just don't put screenshots. Just put a link but without screenshots and put in brackets not safe for work, just so people know. It's fine to post it as long as you don't actually have it like just smack bang in the face. Just put a warning there or something. What guys are you even talking about? Right guys, I'm going to save this now. I'm a bit concerned that the file menu's coming up. I don't want you guys seeing all my business. There we go. Save. So how do we export this then? Because this is my first time in this. So PNG 100%. Export. Jesus Christ, it's showing everything here. Device, I assume? No, to download, that's it. Can be my download folder. That's the best place for it to be. Right, so that's downloading now. Let's get in Discord. So let's see how this turns out. Welcome guys, welcome Gobberbeard and Coda. And I already said hi to Elita. Welcome guys. Okay, so now we've got to make a new channel. Let's just make this bigger so you guys can see, and we'll just put you guys away. You're all on show there. I'm exposing you all to the world. Okay, Raindrop Chronicles. We're making a brand new channel today. And everybody is welcome to get involved. Dialogue ideas. Where could... maybe here. Oh my goodness, I haven't even posted the main story in here yet. That's something I'm going to have to do. Because we've got it here. Chapter 1, Part 1, Chapter 1, Part 2. So I'm going to make sure that's put over into this channel in the Discord. Isle of Lamp, isn't that from that movie with Anchorman? Is that it? Your English sounds awesome. Thank you, Chris. To your friend, cheers. You're from France. We've got Chris and Akira now from France. Awesome. It is good. It's super good. It's always good to have different people. Silent, what are you doing typing in our Discord channel? I've got with the bird phones. My goodness gracious. I'm a mix of French and Swiss. Awesome. It's good to meet you, Chris. Never had someone sign before. Oh, gross, Carol the Barrel. And we've got the second part of the Carol the Barrel dialogue to do at some point as well. So, either next week or the week after, probably, I'll be putting up the dialogue tree for that, and we can get involved in discussing her dialogue as well, because we've already done the first part of Carol the Barrel's dialogue, and I think we're pretty happy with that, aren't we? But this is the second part that we've still got to do. Okay, so I'm gonna get that image that we just did on the flow chart. If it's ever gonna work, if it's gonna let us do it. I think Discord's crashed on me, guys. It's actually crashed. Never done that before. First time. First time for everything. We'll get there one day. Okay. Right, so I'm going to just find it somewhere in my downloads folder. Then I'll write a little description so people understand what this is all about. And then I'll leave this open for, leave it open over the weekend. So you guys can see some things. And then on Monday's stream, we'll probably close it and, we'll have the dialogue ready that it's going to be and put it into the game. I need a snack. What's everyone's favourite snack of all time? I'll ask you that while we're waiting for the document to download. To upload. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a mix of... What's that? What's that, Rex? I don't even know. I bet you guys don't know what I'm a mix of. Because some of us don't know where we're from. I know that my dad's side, he doesn't know where his ancestors were from. So it's a mystery on my dad's side, but my mom's dad was from Lithuania, which is a country in Eastern Europe. So, I have Slav roots, guys. That is probably why there's a bit of a similarity with me and Yennefer from The Witcher. Colouring wise, anyway. Even though she's a computer game character and not real. Seaweed, amazing and fabulous is what you are. Seaweed. I like seaweed. It's nice. It's a yummy snack. You're a tree. Hi, Sif. How are you doing? I'd love to be a tree. What's that, Rex? I'm gonna look, but if I click on that link, it'll open like a crappy browser. So I've got to be super careful. I want to copy and paste it into Chrome, but hang on, because I've got it. My File Explorer is open at the moment. I've got to upload this picture. One sec. I can't even find it. It was probably the worst place for me to put it, actually. There we go. Found it. Okay. This is weird. Yeah, I have about a bazillion files in my downloads folder, so it was the worst place to put it. Okay, it's here. As you can see, we're about to upload it, but I'm gonna just check something. I'm gonna look at that link that Rex sent. But I'm gonna hide it because we don't know what it is. It could be hentai. Oh, Sayuri checks me. Oh my god, why haven't I tried that? Why haven't I tried some of that? I want some. Okay. Doing grand tar, glad to hear it. I love Sif, best doggo of all time. Having earphones in hurts after a while. I might take them out in a bit. Okay, so we're uploading our dialogue tree, so I've got to think what to say now. Hi guys, like, that's the easiest way to start it. Here is the dialogue for the first main quest. But that isn't going to be the only dialogue, so we've got to say the first part. I feel like that's rambling on. It doesn't even make sense. Here is the don't need that. Raindrops, good job. Just don't murder me to progress the game, okay? I never murdered the good old Siffy boy. It's not my favourite snack though. I was just showing you why it was, because I made the joke about being mixed and it confused your question about favourite snacks with coincidence. Well, I told you, Rex, that I don't get jokes, and this is exactly what I mean when I say I don't get jokes. It's not my fault, guys. I'm just a little bit autistic. Oh my god, Val. 150 raindrops. Can the quest name be changed from Little Sister to Little Sister Complex? What would that mean? Is that another joke? Congrats. It's because of how complex and deep the lore is. Oh right, I get it now. Guys. Anyway. Well done, Rose. Progress. Yay. Okay. Hey guys, here's the first draft dialogue for part 1 of the main quest, Little Sister. And it might not end up being the official name. This is just, you know, things aren't set in stone and might change. But it kind of sums up the first quest quite well, I think. Okay. Now I'm going to say... this channel is for you suggest any how could I sum this up, guys? I mean, you can let me know in chat if any of you got any ideas for how I could word this, but I'm trying to think, trying for you to suggest any dialogue ideas, changes to what we currently have. I just want to make sure everybody understands, that's all. So our final version can be pessimistic can be. Awesomist isn't even a word. How dare you? How dare you have a red line under awesomist? It is totally a word. Add to dictionary right now. Name for the quest: one who keep, one who feast. Guys, we are totally going to be doing quest name ideas together as well. You know, that will be like, we need polls. We need to start making use of our polls again. But I'm really excited for when we actually have Twitch polls working. We'll only use those for very, very quick polls though. But for the complex polls, we'll stick to Discord. Edits, changes and additions. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. Right. My mind is working. It's good. I love that you guys are creative. Okay, so is there anything else that you think that we could say that we haven't yet said, or does that sum it up enough? Oh, we also have to say when it's going to close. I don't know if I'm gonna put a close on this actually, but I feel like we have to, because we need to get cracking basically with this. We need to get this cutscene done. So we will. I think saying for next Monday's stream could be ideal, like the start of the stream. What's the date on next Monday? Because it's Thursday today, and I'm not streaming tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday. I have that as like a 3-day weekend. Monday the 7th of October. We put an emoji. Give people the weekends. It's definitely the 7th on Monday, isn't it? Yeah. Fingers crossed. Let's hope you can see it. Yeah, you can. Hooray. Got silent. Silent lost is said at the top. Lol. Hi Sass, how you doing? Weekends are for the week. Hi Sondriel, welcome to the stream. I think it's good. I'm happy with my new schedule, because I actually believe that we should all have a 3-day weekend in general. Like, that is kind of a belief of mine, so that's how I'm going to treat this. I feel like people need a 3-day weekend to fully wind down and recharge. And then they can come back on Monday feeling super refreshed and ready to go then. Weekends aren't long enough for people. If I was president, I would change things. Confirmed, I can see it in Discord too. Yay! After I started freelance, I never have time to take time off, yeah. And to be honest, I say all this, that I'm having a 3-day weekend, but I'm going to be working on the game over the weekend anyway, so I'm not really having a 3-day weekend. But you know, I have a 3 days off from broadcasting, if you know what I mean, and that can be very helpful to just unwind from broadcasting and talking constantly. Gotta work on the balance unless you really like the job. Yeah, you're my new sleep aid. I should read audiobooks. I should make that my other job. How do I apply to be an audiobook reader? I'll lose my voice because I'll be doing that on Twitch. Yeah, it definitely can. You gotta be careful not with the burnout. But I think I think if you're self-aware and you can tell when you need to step back, and if you're motivated and want to do it, then totally go for it too. It's all about how you're feeling. Okay guys, so it's all up. Silent and lost. I'm gonna delete it silent just because people get confused. But it was funny. Well done. But there'll be a chance to talk about Carol the Barrel in the near future. I know you're missing her dearly, but we'll talk about her next time. I'm missing Carol too. Okay, guys. Ooh, creative work. What warning? It might be inappropriate to what blooming hell. I better not click that because I could get banned from Twitch then. That's hentai. Because you get banned from having hentai on Twitch. There we go. That's the big advantage for workers I can do more if you want to just go have a hand on your own burnout levels. Yeah. I thought I had that a bit over the summer, if I'm honest. But I've just like got really invigorated all of a sudden, and I'm totally feeling different. Winter's the worst. See, it was the summer for me, it's the winter for you guys. I feel like I'm more motivated in the colder weather and I'm less motivated in the warmer weather. It's unusual. Okay guys, so it's there. If anybody's in chat now and they want to, if they feel there's something about this dialogue that could be better, funnier, wittier, more badass, more just generally more awesome, then suggest it. I'm not necessarily gonna go ahead with it, everything that gets suggested, but anything that I feel for sure works, I will. If nothing gets suggested, then I'll take it you guys think it's perfect as it is, and feel free to say it's fine as well. If you like it, just say yeah, it's good, I don't have any suggestions, as well if you want to. I'm leaving this as an open chat, this particular channel, whereas these ones, the community poll section, I actually have closed because you have to do the submissions this way for that, just to keep it tidier. But for this, I'm going to leave it as an open talking chat thing for this, because then I feel like it's a good way to discuss things and even bounce ideas off each other if I leave it open. But yeah, if like say we get to Monday and nobody's submitted anything, I'll assume that you guys that think that this dialogue is perfect and it will end up being our final version then. So I feel like this is the most organised way to handle it. And hi Battle Sandwich, welcome back. We've got our dialogue ideas channel open now. I'm rambling on about it. And it's high winter high and summer live for you. Interesting. I'm a back-end developer server administrator. Just don't like the dark periods during winter, cold weather. You know what you got to do, guys. What my trick is: get an electric blanket, like an actual desk electric blanket, because I have one, and it just changed my life. Because instead of wanting to go into bed because I was freezing, I just have that. And I'm fine, then I stay at my desk. Hello, hope you had a good day, Battle Sandwich. Next time, give each of the boxes an identified serial number so it's easier for you to connect suggestions to the right speech bubble, like LS1, H1, H2. Oh, okay. Yeah, so LS would mean little sister, hero would mean, yeah, and H would mean hero. So how do you mean? Like just put it in the corner? I think I know what you mean anyway. You're saying just as an easier way to identify them. It wasn't too bad actually, but I think the reason why it wasn't too bad is because it's such a small dialogue tree, this particular one. But in the future, when we get a lot, like long ones, it'll probably be a good way to organise it then. But this is quite a small one for sure. And I put the compassion points. Feel free to give your opinion if you think one line will deserve more or less compassion points. Even if like you feel because we were talking about, maybe I should mention the morality system here as well, but I don't know, because there's bravery, the option for bravery and wisdom points too, but it's all got to be relevant to the conversation. Like for this particular one, there isn't really anything here that would give bravery or wisdom, or lose wisdom or bravery. Long trees and conditionals, yeah, I agree. For the long ones, that's a great idea, because it could get really confusing for sure. Thank you for the follow, Starscream. I like your name. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. I just like being cold, in a nutshell. As long as I'm not quite shivering, I'm cool with it. Very dumb, but still. Yeah, it's not dumb. We're all different. Sondriel, thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys. So yeah, I mean, this is super short. It's I think it was okay, and I've decided as well, because as you know, yesterday I actually just, some of you were here, I literally just wrote the dialogue this way in here, but I won't be doing that in the future. Whenever we write up dialogue in the future, I'm going to go straight to the flowchart software and use that instead. And just write the dialogue there, because it's just going to be way easier. And when it's finalised and we know what dialogue we're going with, that's when I'm going to put it all into RPG Maker at the end, because it can be a bit, you know, when you're not even sure what the dialogue is, it can be a bit confusing to write directly into here, for me anyway. Everybody works differently, but it all looks a bit of a mess because I've got this in front of some of the dialogue as well. And that, if you're curious, is so that the dialogue can pop up above the characters' heads. It's a plugin I've got, because by default the dialogue appears at the bottom of the screen, and I don't particularly like that for my game anyway, because especially because it's in full screen. It's a full screen RPG Maker game. So we have it pop up the character's head, and I think it looks really tidy and nice. And there's just I want to make sure it looks good visually as well. But as we haven't finalised the dialogue yet, well, there's no need to fuss about that just yet. That can be done when it's finalised. Look at that email. That's super cute, Sandriel. It's a nice quirky emote. Hi, Sandriel. Surprise caterpie face. Made me smile. Forgot you had the banner character peoples with Twitch. I was super confused how you had characters moving around on the edited screen. Yeah, a few people have said that. They've actually thought that we're in the game when they've seen that, but we're not. It's the stream avatars extension, and it's just there just to show who's in stream at the moment, basically. Like Silent and Lost and Akira are currently lurking about, and Rex as well. So you only appear there if you're actually a character in the game. So eventually though, you will disappear if you've not been active in the stream for an hour. Your character will disappear then. But once you get your 500 raindrops, guys, you'll appear. Your character will walk across here once I make them. If you're in stream, that is. Plugin rather, not mod. Oh, a mod that lets you use custom stats as well as display them visually in the character menu. So if you want to, don't even use those or some morality setup. Oh, okay, give me a link. Put a link to that in the Discord or something. Then I had a quick Google earlier. I put RPG Maker and the morality plugin system in Google because I was curious what's out there, and I want to have a proper look of those over the weekend because I want to see what's out there. And it's not that we even need a plugin for morality. Like I said, it could all happen behind the scenes, and we could, if people preferred it to remain behind the scenes in a mystery what sort of person we were, then that would be fine. We wouldn't need a plugin. But if people preferred to actually see in the menu a visual diagram of where you are on the morality scale, then we would probably need a plugin then. But I'm not sure if RPG Maker does a scale of morality, if there actually even is a plugin for that. I'd have to research. But we've got options. I'd probably end up doing a poll at some point to see what people preferred, because that's kind of how we handle decisions. When we decided if we were going to have random encounters or map encounters, I put up a poll, and map encounters beat random encounters, so that's how we decided that we were going to have sprites on the field as enemies rather than the random encounters. I don't want to disappear. You don't have to disappear, Rex, at all if you're in the stream, which you are. You are the #1 lurker. So our little dragon friend with the hat is always here, which makes me happy. You have called me out of lurk mode. You've not been lurking silent, you've been in chat. Thank you for the host, Copper Beardy. But I'm actually going to confess that that extension does call out lurkers. I can see chilled cheeks. Oh God, I feel like the worst person ever right now because I've just called out lurk. But that isn't my fault. I actually need to email support and say, we actually had the developer in stream on Monday, or was it Tuesday? He came in, and I should have mentioned it then to him. I should have said that we're getting lurkers come up on the thing, because ideally I want it so only people who have spoken in chat first appear, and they don't appear walking across until they've spoken in chat, if you know what I mean. But once they've spoken in chat, they'll stay there. That would be ideal for me. So I do need to put that up on I need to contact them and say that, because I do feel really bad. I don't like doing even if someone's super loyal to the stream, which all the people that work across here are, because they have to have got the 500 range, but I still don't like to call them out. Where lurkers voodoo curse, whenever you call out lurker will be cursed with inappropriate pointers. Better collect them raindrops then. Yeah guys, gotta collect them raindrops. Yeah, having it hidden definitely has its merits. If you went with that route, you could have fortune tellers or priests or something who tell you in vague terms how compassionate wise meatball you are. Yeah, and we've even got psychic as a class in the game. Like, if you choose to be a playable character, psychic is one of the jobs classes you can have in battle. But we have no idea how that would even work. Like, what sort of skills would you have as a psychic? I don't even know, but it sounds cool. We could be super creative with that. Heart mapping counters, yeah, it's got its advantages, and I think that's what we decided, because basically when you run into them, like this is an example, this is one of the enemy sprites. It'll take you straight into your traditional JRPG battle, just like every RPG, but it just has its benefits from random encounters because it's not as stressful for a start. You actually choose if you want to battle rather than have it just creep up on you randomly, which is appealing to a lot of people, to actually choose if they want to battle or not. I'm laughing because of you, Silent and Lost. There's a fly. Silent's funny. Silent should be a comedian. I honestly think Silent and Lost should be a comedy duo together. I think that would be really good. Give me a meatball. Beltbox, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I hope I've not missed saying thanks to anyone who's followed. Why isn't the sound alert coming up yet? I have no idea. Behold, the mighty Raccoon King is here. Look at that emote. That is absolutely incredible. A raccoon with a beard. That is so cool. How cool is that? Psychics ignore armor and other defenses, can also manipulate enemies to attack each other. Oh, elite. We need to pass this information to Akira, because Akira is like currently doing a little spreadsheet of skill ideas for me, because I'm going to admit skills is my weakness, so Akira's kind of taking control of that. And oh, Akira's here right now. So Akira, we were just talking about psychic. Elite just said something in chat like literally a minute ago about how psychic could work, so you could have a look at that as well if you wanted to, because I know that we were a little bit stuck on it yesterday. Let me just catch up with chat. I like to attribute at least 93% of my comedic gins to the wonderful Krelix Rex. No, you're both funny. I mean, Rex is the funniest person ever, for sure. Like, he's my hero. But you are runner-up, Silent. That's why you should be the comedy duo. Psychics being able to use like a read mind ability, and they can use only on party members to tell their morality things. Yeah, honestly guys, pass all this to Akira, because he's doing all the skill stuff. Like, I'm gonna forget. So definitely. There was a cool mind reading skill in the Golden Sun games. Oh, you could use that as an inspiration as well. I just love the idea of having creative classes in the game. Like we've got like on our character form for playable characters, we already have 21 classes on there, and we've already used 7 of them, and we could potentially put even more, because this game, I've mentioned it a couple of times, we're not going to have a limit on party members. I know Final Fantasy and a lot of RPGs tend to only have 5 to 8 people in the party sometimes, but this is going to have unlimited playable characters. There'll be a party picker system with whoever's hanging out with us at the time. You'll get to choose from them and stuff. Clan and I are working on the skills idea. We're laughing at the herbalist because he chose the herbalist weapon as the shovel. I'm dying from it, and plus we found 2 funny skills for him. That's so cool. He chose I agree that shovel would be great for the herbalist weapon. Like, you know, this game, it's a bonkers funny. It's not, I like to make sure we don't get too serious, if you know what I mean. We're allowed to have comedy in the game, and we're allowed to have silly, unusual weapons and skills. So, I mean, for a start, our first ever enemy, the toxic plant that we encounter, has a skill called Leave Me Alone. So that's a pun, you know. And I love the idea of having pun sounding skills like that as well. And it was Sign and Loss that came up with that as well. Have characters get modest and stat bonuses or improve skills or something if your morality lines up with theirs. I'm going to, again, copy and paste that battle sandwich, because I literally copy and pasted about 50 things that Battle Sandwich and Elite said yesterday. The whole stream was me just copying and pasting their chat. And I read it all in bed last night, because it was all like really interesting stuff as well. And like I said, something with me is that I have trouble focusing. When I have to use my brain on stream, I sometimes have trouble focusing, so I have to like read in silence later, and then I get it and understand it then. So feels like I love you man moment. Yeah. It does. I ship it. I ship Silent and Rex. Is that bad? Because I should be shipping me and Rex. You could use the psychic's mind read or your fortune teller, priest, etc. readings to judge that matchup then. Yeah, so looks like we got some ideas for psychic already then now. Hurrah! Huzzah! And again, we'll have a stream soon, probably very soon, because skills is something else we're focusing on other than dialogue. So once we have a break from the dialogue side of things, we'll go back to skills. We can discuss it more then, but I do like to we'll probably be mainly talking about the warrior, the hunter and the vampire though, and the enemies as well. But there's nothing wrong with talking about the other classes as well, nothing wrong at all with that. Just I won't be directly working on them on stream. I'll just be working on the current classes. I never played Golden Sun. There's so many I probably missed out on. Final Fantasy is kind of my thing. I'd say I'm quite well knowledgeable about a lot of the Final Fantasy games. Not all of them. There's some that I haven't played. Write comedy sketches with Rex Senpai. It would be a dream life. I never knew I had. It should happen. It should. And I'm behind with chat again, guys. Elite, you can send me ideas directly on Discord or go in creative work and Raindrop Chronicles directly to psychic skills. Do you guys, I'm going to say this now, guys, let's get Discord open again. Akira especially, do you think we should have a channel for Raindrop Chronicles discussion? Because then your stuff for creative work can go in there instead of creative work. Because creative work would be like a good general channel for your creative work, not necessarily Raindrop Chronicles. And welcome, Pulse. Welcome to the Discord. So I've been thinking we could have a Raindrop Chronicles discussion for all that stuff. If you guys would think it'd be useful just to talk about stuff, how the game could work. Even if like you come up with an idea off stream, and not because if I'm not live at the time and you might want to say something, it would be the ideal place to put it. So let me just catch up with chat because I'm super behind. Trowel. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a weapon discussion stream as well, and we'll start talking about what weapons each of the classes could have. Leave Me Alone was a pun I remembered from a children's I love it. I want more skills with puns in the name, please. That'd be great. Yay, sent. Clear weapon of herbicide. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. A shovel's perfect. Thanks for stream, heading home. Have a good one, everyone. Binary, thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome day. And see you soon. You are awesome. The holder of is be equivalent to a priestess healer focused weapon. Yeah. There's probably like multiple ideas for weapons. So if we ever like don't know what weapon to have, like we've got a few ideas for one class, we could just do a poll for that. Polls are perfect for that sort of thing. When there's like multiple, when we don't know what to do. Raindrop Chronicles work. Yeah, you're an SCP fan. Should we call it Raindrop Chronicles? What should we call it? Raindrop Chronicles work, Raindrop Chronicles chat, Raindrop Chronicles ideas, Raindrop. It could like just be, yeah, it's hard to know what to call it really, but I see it's just like a general idea or discussion channel and work to all of it. And yes, he is an SCP fan, which I never heard of until I met Akira. You thought shovel out here, but aren't you French? What's a doofus? The only doofus I know, a doofus is a mean name for somebody. Oh, interesting. Silence, very knowledgeable. I learn something new every day. Okay, so Raindrop Chronicles. Just Morals, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Thank you to anybody else that's followed too. I feel like I've missed them because of the sound not being there. Okay, Raindrop Chronicles. Yeah, Raindrop Chronicles. The only thing I'm not sure about with work is it makes it sound too like daunting and serious. So I'm not sure about work because of that, but stuff. Raindrop Chronicles stuff. I know. Ideas. Because I want people to think that, you know, something, even if they could have a suggestion, it could be good for that, you know. So, I'm going to put it, where should we put it? So it's there. So you can put all your ideas and stuff here, Kira. All the things that are in creative work right now, if you want to switch them over to this channel, I think that'd be great, and then we can keep creative work then for everybody's work outside of Raindrop Chronicles. And I'm gonna just change the name of dialogue ideas to dialogue suggestions actually. And like I said, if we don't have any, if this is still empty come Monday, let me just get this up. If this is still empty come Monday, then we're going to just literally go ahead with that as our dialogue. So it's up to you guys if you have any ideas or not. Okay, so main story. Yeah, I still need to put main story in here, and all characters all get put in here too, so anyone who hasn't seen those and wants to have a little read of who's in the game, have a little peek. Yay, thanks Akira, that's awesome. Right. And yeah, so yeah, anyone that's got any ideas at all, it all can go now anyway. Doofus was a game I played in my childhood because it was a turn-based MMO, which is like super cool. I'm not good at this, I've never heard of it. Guys, Google Doofus, so you'll see the real meaning of Doofus, and it isn't a common. I'm sure some of you have heard of that word though, Doofus. I can't be the only one. Thought it was quite common. Had a wonderful artistic style. Did it? I'll Google that as well later. Is it still an MMO to this day, or is it gone now? Pardon me, got the burps. Here is the too funny skill for Herbalist Green Hand Rage. That's awesome. Beat the SHIT out of them with the shovel. And ground bury the herbalist plants you to the ground. Yeah, that's great that you've come up with some like actual physical skills for herbalist as well, because the herbalist itself could work great as a healer or a debuffer or even a buffer with like plant and item based skills as well. We do need to think of some cool item names at some point as well. I think the insult is spelled doofus. Yeah, there's an extra I. I think Doofus is still online. Is it? That's awesome if it's old and it's still around. That's cool. The first is mine, the second is Clen. Awesome. I appreciate you guys. Funny to me how innocently you call Doofus Doofus. I'm super innocent, remember, silent. No, I'm fragile and innocent. That's my brand, and that is totally why I'm called Rose Rainblood, because I purposely mislead you all. I make you think I'm fragile and innocent, but really I am violent as AF. Or could it be the other way around? I make you think I'm violent, but really I'm fragile and innocent. I'm a real mystery. Who knows? But first is, yeah. Still going strong, just talk about it in past tense because I start playing. Oh, that's really nice that it's still around. New Pokemon MMO. Bidofus. Characters play as Bidoff. Who's that? Is that a character in Pokemon? I've only played Pokemon Yellow, so I'm very newbie when it comes to Pokemon. But I love it. I was obsessed with Pokemon Yellow back in the day. And I even looked up at Pokemon was my inspiration for coming up with the monster skill ideas for this game. I was looking up at some like Pokemon stuff, what skills they have as ideas. A beaver Pokemon. What's everybody's favourite Pokemon? Bet nobody can guess mine. A picture? Let me see. It's still loading. That is so cute. Look at that goofy face. What a little goofy goofball. How cute. Not hentai, it's even bigger version. Don't worry, I trust you, Elite. I trust you. I send Legion story quests and special weapons bonus and the Raindrop Chronicles race skill ideas. Doc in the Raindrop Chronicles ideas. Awesome, Akira. That is fantastic. Have you thought of any for Warrior and Hunter by chance yet? I'm curious because that when we do like a skill stream next week, I'll probably start considering some Hunter and Warrior skills. Before we'll be thinking of vampire ones as well in the near future, but definitely Warrior and Hunter first because that's the custom hero. Hi Clan, how are you doing? Welcome back. Good to see you. Gollum, it was my favourite as a young kid and it's still now because I never got into Pokemon all that much. My favourite's Slowpoke, but I also like Ditto. I'm also a real fan of Vulpix and Ninetales, and I also like Charmander, and I also like God, there's another one I really like and I've forgot now. There's loads. Honestly, they've just gone out of my head, but there's loads. What is the hunter for you? Archer, I suppose. Yeah, bow and arrow guy. Bow and arrow, like ranged bow and arrow. Typical, like, you know, bow and arrow guy, really. Really, that's the best way to sum it up. So it'd be range skills, like, and warrior is the axe melee. Quite fearsome. Not as fearsome as a berserker would be, but they're more barbaric, perhaps. They're definitely more barbaric than a knight. But we talked about warrior, so I think you know how that works now. Always thought Ditto always looked too edible to be a Pokemon. You'd eat Ditto? He does look yummy, I agree. But he's too cute to be eaten. Not bad, I should probably get on some housework soon, not behind, but also don't want to be on. No, not chores. Not all the chores. But thanks for showing me that, Beaver. I appreciate it, guys. So, yeah, today has been a dialogue stream, guys. This is the way I'm going to be doing dialogue. I've repeated myself a lot just so if there's any new people that have come in, so everybody knows what we've been up to. But yeah, this will be open. I'm going to actually bold that. There we go. So we'll see how this goes as a test, and I think this will be a good way to deal with dialogue in the future as well. We've got a few. We're going to regularly do it, of course, when we have more story to add. So yeah, and then if nobody's got any suggestions, I will go ahead with that as the dialogue. And Akira's posting in here as well. So if anybody wants to have a little read of the race and class ideas, feel free to. And if you've got any feedback for Akira as well, that would be awesome. Legion is Akira's character. So if we go main character places, you'll see him there on his character sheet. Right, and we'll have some more characters coming up soon to make character sheets for as well, and that'll be fun. We've got Kung, White Watt, and we'll also have Azrael as well after that. So we'll be adding to this all the time as people get raindrops and fill in character forms. And who knows, I wonder how many characters we'll have in a year's time. What does everyone think? Because right now we have how many? Is there like 14 there or something like that? We still got to add Kindles as well. She's not there yet, but we've done hers. We can delete the archer. Yeah, hunter and warrior are the custom hero. You get the choice whether you want to be a warrior or whether you want to be a hunter. It's right at the start of the game. So yeah, warrior, hunter, one or the other. Warriors and axemen, they are indeed. So axe for warrior, bow and arrow for hunter. And as for vampire, we haven't. I think I said teeth is the weapon for vampire. So that's the teeth, mouth. But maybe there's other ideas. But teeth was the first one that came into my head for sure. I think someone said claws as well. Claws could work, claws and teeth. Feedback for Legion is welcome. Yeah, for sure. Everybody is welcome to anything. When I'm not live, if anything pops into your head, ideas, that's the place to go. And some of the channels are locked, like these particular ones, because that's where I post info. Okay, so what else am I going to do today? I think I wrote a list somewhere of what we're going to do. Let me get my notepad file up. A dagger or a poison dagger could work, but have we got another class that would have a dagger? Like a sort of if there was a ninja, have we got a rogue or a ninja? Actually thinking about it, because if we had a ninja or a rogue class, that's the sort of weapon I could imagine them using. Whereas vampire, it's more it's more feral, a little bit more feral and wild, especially Rose, because she's not got any finesse or anything. She's just wild. She's a wild beast, basically. Just got home from university. Now I'm think tanking with Akira. Yay. Sounds like you two having fun. Yay. Just consider that Rose is feral, so she won't have anything that's requires skill or finesse or anything to that degree. She's just a feral vampire who wants all the blood. And yeah, I'm actually wondering now if I did rogue or ninja as a class. I'm not sure if I did, because it would be a good one to add. Slightly greasy fingers. Oh no, yeah, keyboard greasy, not a good combination. Finished designing all the skills for characters in my game a few months ago. Awesome. You did them all. Did you like do them all in one go? Because one thing will well, definitely how I'm handling it is I'm going to be, it's episodic and stuff, so we're just going to focus on what's in each episode, really. And I'm sure episode 1 will probably only go up to about level 20, I'd say, maybe even less than that. So as for skills and anything like that, I'm not going to be doing any like level at 50 or any of those kind of skills for episode 1 at least. But Akira or anybody else is welcome to discuss those skills. I just won't be putting them into the game yet. Also, I'm thinking, does the RPG Maker database have enough? Does anybody know if there's a plugin to extend more skills? Because I was having a little look and I think the max is 2,000. And how I'm handling it's really weird, because I was thinking, how am I going to... Because it makes you do the enemy skills and the character skills in one like database. So I've done it so that all the character ones are at the bottom and all the enemy ones are at the top, because I really honestly don't know the best way to format this and organise it, because I don't want them all merged together and looking messy. So yeah, I've just got warrior skill 1, 2, 3 and 4 there for now, because we haven't really had that discussion yet for what the skills are going to be. But I'm sure there's going to be at least one stream next week that we'll talk about that, because we're going to need to start thinking of that, because obviously the warrior and the hunter are the first class in the game, and they'll be fighting the enemies in the Everbloom Forest, so we'll need to come up with some some level 1, level 2 skills and all that for at least level 1 to level 5 skills. I mean, we're going to be using a skill tree system. Falski's plugin we're going to use. I don't know who's heard of that one, but it looks pretty cool. And I'm going to give that one a go at least. The good thing is the dev is he communicates very well with people who use the plugin, so that's a big plus for him. So that's why I chose to use his plugin. Anyway, am I behind with chat again because I'm rambling? Hard to keep up with the number of classes. Yeah. We can go for teeth as a weapon. Yeah, also we'll have teeth. And then if we have a ninja or rogue, they can have the dagger. So that would be cool. Because I imagine somebody that uses a dagger would be have a lot of skill in battle and have finesse. And Rose doesn't have that. she's feral and wild. Took a couple of weeks to make them all. I started figuring out how many they would learn and what levels, then balance them against enemy threats they will find. Awesome. Yeah, and it could be overwhelming to think, oh my goodness, we've got all these skills, and that's why we take it a step at a time. And Akira shouldn't feel that. I hope Akira doesn't feel pressured as well, because this is totally optional, Akira, for you. Don't get thinking you've got this burden on your shoulders now. You just do whatever you want to do and what you can. And even just a couple of ideas is very helpful for me. 28 classes we have right now. We do. And not all of them are going to be used, as we said. Some of those skills someone might never fill in a character form and ask to be that class. They'll just be sitting there forever until the end of the game, some of them. So that is another reason why sometimes, yeah, it's definitely more ideal to focus on the character classes we know that people are definitely going to be especially the ones that are in the game currently. 2,000 will be enough skills, you think, even with 30 classes and a bazillion enemies? Because I mean, at the moment, I think the Everbloom Forest is going to have 8 enemies, 7 plus the boss, and yeah, that will probably go to about around here. But we're going to have a ton of dungeons over time, and it makes you think, oh my goodness, is that going to be enough? And it is a big number, don't get me wrong, but that number can soon fill up as you progress through the game, especially with all the amount of character classes we're going to have. So I just wondered, out of simple curiosity, if there was a plugin that made it larger, if there was any way to do that, if it ever came to it. Not saying it even will, but if it did. How long is the stream going today? Oh, same as always, Val. It'll be just before 6 we finish now, just because we get time to do a raid afterwards then. So yeah, we got a little bit longer. And it's gone super fast. Holy crap, it's 5:30 already. We got a lot of classes. We should lower a bit. What do you mean by lower a bit, Kieran? Also, another thing we can think about is each class doesn't necessarily need a ton of skills. Like, we're going to have a skill tree system, but some of those skills might be similar and might just be upgrades from a weaker version, if you know what I mean. But yeah, sometimes it's better to have less skills for a class so that the player doesn't feel too overwhelmed. And we'll see though, if we are limited to only 2k, then I guess, yeah, we have to be careful. So, to me, it doesn't feel like a lot, especially when we're going to have a lot of classes in the game. But I really want all those. I want you guys to have the option, you know. I don't want to put a limit on playable characters, because it's, you know, I want people in the stream to be able to feel they can be in the game. And I don't want to have to say, no, you can't be that anymore. You can't be a character. That would be silly. And I think it's exciting anyway, having the potential of a lot of different classes in the game. Yeah, I don't think we will reach 2k skills. Even if we have 20 classes, even 4 for each skill would be just 80. Yeah, but don't forget the database shares enemies as well. So it's not just, these aren't just for characters, these are for enemies too. So 1,000 for enemies, 1,000 for characters. I'm probably just being overcautious, I know. 2k is probably plenty. But you know, I'm just thinking very ambitiously here. Because I always tend to. I'm okay, awesome. Just want you to know, that's all. I mean, you just do as much as you like, that's all. I just don't want you to feel like you've got this big burden on your shoulders or anything. Maybe it would be cool if we think for the unique enemy skills. Yeah, and guys, yeah, I know you've been focusing on player classes for now, but we do also have the enemies. We have kind of done the toxic plant and the mushroom already, so they're fine, but we've still got the bee and the flower, and we also have we might as well put them in now. The deer, tree stump, and I think I've said 3 skills for every enemy for consistency, and it feels like a good balance, because if an enemy has too many skills, maybe it could be overwhelming. But a boss could have more, but just for the random mob enemies, they could just have 3 skills. And this one, Everbloom Forest boss. You can't even see it there. It's cut off, but yeah, Everbloom Forest boss. Or I could do this boss. Yeah. Because we haven't thought of that. We don't know who that is yet. We haven't decided on the boss. When the time comes, we'll be doing a poll for it, and you'll all be voting on who you think the boss should be. So that will be when the time comes. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the toxic plant mushroom, bee, flower, deer, tree stump, and large tree. They're all the enemies of the Everbloom forest. So we gotta start thinking of some skills they could have. And I do have a Google Doc. I'm just gonna get it up because in case you haven't seen it yet, we did have a little discussion about what it could be, but it's very incomplete. Yeah, and if you just want to focus on the character class skills, that's fine too. But for sure, we will be focusing next week. There will be a discussion about those enemy skills as well. But you don't have to do that, guys. You can leave that to me if you want. That's totally fine. But the option's there for if you want to. And anyone else, even if anyone else in chat wants to think of some enemy skills as well, that's up to you guys. You can help out here if you wanted to. Okay, so let's get the doc up. Just gonna catch up with chat. Icon generator is here. Oh, is that a brand new plugin? Elite. I'll put that in my notepad file and have a little look at that later. Let's see what that is. Watch the video preview to see the available commands. Awesome. I'll definitely be having a look at that. You only have 45 minutes left, that's why I was asking. Oh, well, yeah, we stream will be over in about 20 minutes or so. Nee, thank you for the follow, and Portal, and anyone else that's followed. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. And welcome to the stream. If you've got any questions, then feel free to ask in chat. And yes, Naoto, welcome as well. And if you want to read about the project, we have a link tray. There's the command is !project. All social medias are on there, and there's an FAQ page for you guys to read if you're curious. But the plan is to make a website in the next couple of months to just show off things even more. Enemy skills are important to develop when you do the players too, because player passives can be balanced against them well, like any status immunities or damage type resistances. Oh, okay. That's a very good point that Elite's made, actually, guys. I know that it's probably super fun to do the character stuff. I actually would find the character stuff more fun than the enemy stuff as well, personally. It's just more appealing. Oh my goodness, Jerez! Thank you so much for the sub. 22 months. Holy butts. Can we have some hype for Jerez, please? Jerez is an angel of a human being. And I definitely think you should get acquainted with Jerez. Friggin' badass of Twitch and super supportive. So let's see that hype. Let's see that hype, guys. And Jerez's character is now on stream avatars. Let's get that sorted, because at the moment she's got my avatar. So !avatar Jerez, change to Jerez. Just entering a command so we can update. There we go. Your character's now updated on our little stream avatars extension, because Jerez is also a character in the game. Jerez is the diplomat, guys, so that'll be super fun and super interesting. Jerez, I'm at work and cannot hear you, but you're lovely and I miss you. Jerez, we've got closed captions now. We have a CC extension. Yay! So you can use that. I'm rambling. Rest can't hear me. But at least anybody that's at work and has to mute me, there's that option at least. There's that option for if anybody wants to do that. Sif, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Can we have some hype for Sif, please? Thank you for this. It always makes me happy to see Twitch Prime subs, because that means you've chose me to use your Prime on. Over everybody, so thank you, I appreciate that. Let's see the hype for both Jerez and Sif. Hyperpower, yay. Rose said you're wonderful, and thank you. Rose is a wonderful one. We're also working on the diplomat skills, so if you have ideas, send them. Yay. No pressure though. No pressure though. Okay, so I'm going to put some hype in chat as well. Yay. Thank you so much, guys. So yeah, we've talked about planting mushroom. So we do have some debuffs here. We have this mushroom's got Spore Blast, which lowers players' speed. So if the hunter and warrior had a sort of buff that made their speed faster, that would counter that, if you know what I mean. So yeah, sometimes it can be handy to think of how they can gel together for sure. I can definitely see who out the hunter and warrior would have a speed buff, do you reckon? Who would be more likely to have a speed buff skill? If any of them, neither of them might have one. I'm trying to think of classes now that would have speed buffs. Because warrior to me is a slow sort of class. That's just my opinion, but I see them as really powerful physically but slower, a bit like Auron in Final Fantasy X. I don't know who's played Final Fantasy X here, but he's a warrior and he is strong but slow, and he uses a sword, so not an axe, but I kind of see him as like a sort of idea of how a warrior would work. And he has like armor breaking skills as well. I see the CCs. I can see you speaking. Are they accurate? Do they say what I say perfectly? I've always wondered if they can understand my accent. I mean, I've got them here. Oh my god, it's like written every single thing I've said. Is it? Oh my god, it's actually said them as well. That's pretty cool. I wondered whether how accurate they are. I mean, sometimes they're not perfect. Woodwork. I did not say woodwork. But yeah, they're kind of accurate, which is nice to say. I think we both enjoy it. Thief, ninja, assassin. Yeah, they'd probably be the speed ones. So yeah, it's all about what fits. But what buff would a hunter have, and what buff would a warrior have? Maybe none. Maybe none. Got to think of what. Look at other RPG characters for inspiration. Because when I think of Auron, yeah, he has a lot of armor breaking skills. So he's really good against enemies that have got armor or tough shells. Whereas these enemies in the forest here that we've got, they're soft. You know, mushroom. These are all soft enemies. So actually the warrior isn't really, you know, he's not getting his advantage in the Everbloom Forest. But he might later on. I mean, we've got a cave dungeon coming up, guys. The cave is the next dungeon. And there's going to be probably some rocky, maybe there'll be a Geodude in the cave. Will probably be a Geodude type of enemy in the cave, and that the warrior would be excellent in there if he does have any armor breaking skills or whatever. But in the forest, maybe the hunter would excel more in the actual Everbloom Forest, because he's ranged and I don't even know, but he might. I could imagine the hunter being better in the Everbloom Forest. I use the extension too. It's so nice for those who need them. Yeah, I got them for people like you, Jerez, like who are at work and perhaps can't hear me because of they're not allowed headphones or something, and also for people who have got who are hard of hearing. And I just like the accessibility. Having that option there for people, I think it'll be really useful. So something popped up, going to be lurking and miss most of what's going on, but love all peeps. Thank you both so much for hanging out with us today, and stream's coming to an end soon anyway, so you'll only really miss the tail end and the raid that we'll do, but thanks for hanging out. Geodude, hi. We said that we're definitely going to have a Geodude in our cave, because cave has kind of already been decided as the second dungeon, because we know that there's a cave in the Everbloom Forest. We in the fourth screen. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Yeah, it's this one, Tallstone Mountain, the one directly after Silent Haven. We got confirmed cave dungeon. Confirmed cave. So we don't go in there yet. I think we're going to kind of block it off somehow. Well, I don't know actually, because I want to get the illusion of open world. So we might not block it off actually. But obviously we haven't made it yet, so no one can go in there yet. But they'll probably either the next main quest or some of the side quests will lead there. We haven't decided yet because we haven't written them yet. But we will as soon as our first main quest is done and the enemies and the first boss and that, we'll focus on that then. Is there any gameplay videos? Hey Nee, how you doing? No, because we're still very early on in the project, Nee. But I will be making a trailer for sure. Probably more than one trailer, but definitely at least one to show off episode 1 when the release happens. But that won't be till either the end of this year or early next year. There isn't a date yet because we're still working on it. Soon. It's all episodic, so we won't have a too long a wait. Block it off and cause a rock to slide to open it. Oh yeah, we need to be creative as well. If we can't, like, when we have to block certain areas off in the game, we might have to think of story reasons for why we can't go to certain areas. So like Serpent's Fork mainly for this, because we have 2 paths. We have this one here leads to the first boss in the Ancient Overlook map here. But this particular one on the left, we will lead out to the Everbloom Forest. This is the actual exit. And obviously we're not allowed to leave yet. So we'll have to think of a good reason for why this will be blocked off. Might do a community submission poll for that in the coming streams. To see if anyone has ideas. My idea was just to put guards in the way, but that's really cliche and boring. There could be something else. For sure. We'll see. Oh no, why is Jerez turned into Rainblood? Our avatars have got mixed up. One sec. How silly. Change Rainblood into Rainblood. There we go. And Jerez. Has it worked now? I hope so. I think Jerez is hiding behind me at the moment, so he can't see. Idea will come to develop my story. There will probably be a reason you need to get by. Yeah. And like we're not, some things obviously we're doing as we go along. There'll be things that aren't done, but as long as it's all done before episode 1's release, if you know what I mean. Because Everbloom Forest will be episode 1, but I think there will be the next area after Everbloom Forest in episode 1 as well. I'd like to at least go to the next area after it too. I just want a few hours of gameplay at least, and I don't think Everbloom Forest alone would cover a few hours of gameplay. So we'll see though. There's still a lot left we don't know and haven't decided yet. It's all just discussion and speculation at the moment. Too many avatars to list in chat, to use extension instead. Okay, don't know what that means, but there we go. We do have Jerez there now. I think we've done it properly this time. But yeah, we don't have the extension anyway. It isn't part of this stream because it's a very strict stream avatars thing. We only have the people who are characters in Raindrop Chronicles. Not anybody who comes in stream can be a character walking across. You have to have got all the raindrops. So these are all the folks that have got them, and be a character in the game as well. So, but eventually over time we might have loads of you walking across. How cool would that be? But anyways, guys, let's save it up. Oh my goodness, we had quite another talking stream today, I have to say, but it was handy. We got let's get our Discord back up. We got our dialogue suggestions page up, so if anybody has any ideas, get them in before Monday the 7th of October. Is that my little avatar? It is. It is. That's Jerez walking across. That's your character in the game. Might start waking up earlier so I can get more drops. Awesome. That'll be cool. And yeah, I'll be excited to make more character sheets. I have fun doing the character sheets. So we've got 2-3 more to do as well in the next week or so. I'm so cute. Yeah, you are. Okay, so yeah, make sure that will close on Monday. It's the next stream. And then that will be the confirmed final dialogue. Otherwise, thank you for joining the Discord, Auntie Lock. Aunt, I'll call you Auntie. Welcome. It's good to meet you. Thank you guys for hanging out today. So, next 3 days are off. I'll be back again on Monday, streaming Monday to Thursday. And I will be doing some work off stream. I'll get some stuff done. That hasn't been finished yet, and I'll tell you all about what I've done on Monday, and we'll continue with dialogue stuff and skill stuff next week, and maybe do some character sheets as well for anybody who's hit the 500 raindrops and filled in a form. I see Rex's avatar too. Yay, you do. Yay. And Legion, everybody's there, even I'm there. Me, Rose the Vampire. Slacker's up in here. Yeah. Rose, do you need a face generated for the blue-haired girl? Oh, yes. Where are we? Silent Haven. Yeah, this is the default. Let me get her up. I said I'm going to change her because she's the default. And I want to make her look more like her brother who's in the inn. This is her brother who gives the quest to us. But we'll have a mess around in the generator and see who we can make. Just haven't had time to do it yet because we've been busy talking. Rose, I got your skills, by the way. Awesome. I'll have a little look at the sheet over the weekend and see how you're getting on and stuff. But we'll definitely be doing enemy skills and the warrior and hunter skills next week. So we'll see how we go. We might have another dialogue stream on Monday where we just put the finalised dialogue in here and also start the second round of dialogue that'll happen in here. We got to decorate this cabin as well and make it a bit abandoned and old looking. And yeah, so we're gonna do Nigel Buckington. I love it. Yes, they're all puns. Everybody is a pun. With all the NPCs of Lakefall are kind of named after their living, their job, their career. It's quite funny. But okay guys, so we're gonna drop off at somebody's stream. So Rose Raid Blood, put an emote of your choice. I actually don't have Twitch open on my phone yet, so I haven't got it up. But oh my goodness, the choice of people online. All the choices today. Okay, I think let's go say hi to Aloha Wendy because she is nice and she plays MMOs. So let's just get my Twitch up because I actually closed Twitch to save room. I mean save memory. What am I going on about? Because it was lagging my computer. But I'm gonna get it up so we can get in a stream. So I'm all ready and stuffs. Yeah, there's Rex is here. So get your Rose Raid Blood ready, get your cute emotes that you want to use, and we'll say hi to this wonderful lady. So she's playing marbles on stream at the moment, but she usually plays MMOs most of the time. And so let's go say hi to her. we go, guys. I will see you all on Monday, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. It's lovely to see you again, Jerez, and everybody else. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You're all the awesomest. Bye-bye.